Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to the Unlock English podcast, where we make learning English fun, practical, and maybe even a little embarrassing.
I'm Miley.
And I'm Quinn. Today, we're talking about something that so many English learners struggle with, the fear of speaking.
Yep, the heart racing, palms sweating. Oh no, what if I say something wrong? Kind of fear.
I get it. Speaking in a second language can feel terrifying, like you're standing on a stage under a spotlight, and everyone is waiting for you to mess up.
But guess what? You're not alone. Everyone feels nervous when speaking a new language. Even native speakers get nervous when speaking in public.
So today, we're going to break it all down. Why does this fear exist? How can you overcome it? And what's the easiest way to start speaking English with confidence?
Plus, we've got some funny stories, practical techniques, and a few motivational quotes to keep you going.
Let's do this.
All right, let's start with the big question. Why is speaking English so scary?
Because our brains are dramatic.
True. But seriously, there are a few key reasons why people feel nervous about speaking English. Let's break them down. 1. Fear of making mistakes. A lot of people worry that if they say something wrong, they'll sound silly or unintelligent. But guess what? Making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Even native speakers mess up sometimes. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes and keep going. 2. Fear of judgment. Many learners hesitate to speak because they're afraid others will laugh at them or think they sound weird. But in reality, most people are either too busy worrying about themselves or they admire you for trying. Confidence is more impressive than perfection. 3. Lack of confidence. Have you ever started speaking and suddenly your mind goes blank? You forget simple words and you feel like you just can't do it. That's totally normal. The key is to practice in a low-pressure environment so your brain gets used to finding words under pressure. 4. Negative past experiences. Maybe you tried speaking English before and it didn't go well. Someone corrected you too much or you felt embarrassed, and now that memory is stuck in your head. But remember, one bad experience doesn't define your ability. Every fluent speaker once struggled too.
I totally relate. When I was learning Spanish, I once asked for caliente pantalones instead of pantalones cortos.
Oh no. You asked for hot pants instead of shorts?
Yes, the waiter laughed. A lot. But you know what? I never forgot the correct word after that.
That's the thing. Mistakes are how we learn. They feel embarrassing in the moment, but they actually help you improve.
And let's be honest, most people aren't judging you. They're too busy worrying about themselves.
Okay, time for some science. Our fear of speaking English comes from something called the amygdala, the part of our brain that controls fear and anxiety.
Yes. The little part of the brain that thinks ordering coffee in English is as dangerous as running from a tiger.
Exactly. But here's the good news. You can train your brain to feel less fear.
Oh, tell me more.
If you're worried about speaking English, don't worry. You can train your brain to feel more comfortable. Here are some simple but powerful hacks to reduce fear and boost confidence. 1. Exposure therapy. The more you speak, the less scary it becomes. Think of it like swimming. The first time you jump in, it's cold and shocking, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Start small. Talk to yourself, record your voice, or chat with a friend. Every little step makes a difference. 2. Positive self-talk. Your brain believes what you tell it. If you keep saying, "I'm bad at English," your brain will agree. Instead, say, "I'm learning, and that's okay." Remind yourself that progress is more important than perfection. 3. Breathing techniques. Ever notice how your heart races when you're nervous? That's your body's natural reaction to fear. but deep breathing can help calm your nerves. Try this. Take a deep breath in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Then breathe out for 4 seconds. Do this a few times before speaking, and you'll feel much more relaxed. 4. Visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. If you picture yourself speaking confidently, your brain starts to believe it's possible. Before a conversation, close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking fluently, smiling, and feeling at ease. It's a simple trick, but it really works. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you practice speaking, the stronger your confidence gets.
So basically, the secret is doing it. No magic tricks, just start speaking.
Now, let's talk about some real practical ways to get over your fear of speaking English. These techniques are simple, effective, and you can start using them today. 1. The 1-minute rule.
This one's super simple. Every day, speak in English for just 1 minute. That's it.
And don't overthink it. You can talk to yourself, record your voice, or chat with a friend. The key is just to start small. No pressure, no stress.
Exactly. 1 minute today can turn into 5 minutes next week, and before you know it, you'll be having full conversations.
2. Speak to your reflection.
Here's a fun one. Stand in front of a mirror and talk in English. It might feel silly at first, but it helps you get used to your own voice.
And the best part? You won't interrupt yourself. You can practice at your own pace and build confidence without worrying about what others think. 3. Learn survival phrases.
If you're scared of making mistakes, memorize key phrases that help you keep the conversation going, like, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" Or, "I'm still learning English." Let me think for a second.
These phrases are lifesavers. They help you feel more prepared and in control during conversations.
Exactly. Knowing these phrases gives you a safety net so you don't freeze up when speaking.
4. Join a speaking group.
One of the best ways to improve is to find a group of people learning English and practice together. It's way less scary when everyone's in the same boat.
And it's a great way to meet new friends. Plus, when you're in a safe space, making mistakes becomes part of the fun, not something to be afraid of.
Absolutely. Speaking groups help you get comfortable with real conversations in a supportive environment.
5. Focus on communication, not perfection.
Here's something important to remember. The goal is to be understood, not to be perfect.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time. Grammar errors, mispronunciations. It happens.
The most important thing is that the person you're speaking to understands what you mean. If they do, you're already winning.
So don't stress about perfection. Just focus on getting your message across. Confidence is what really matters.
So, there you have it. 5 practical techniques to help you overcome your fear of speaking English.
Try them out and see what works best for you. The more you practice, the more natural speaking English will feel. Quinn, did you know that some of the greatest public speakers in history were once terrified of speaking?
Wait, really? Like who?
Winston Churchill had a speech impediment, and even Oprah Winfrey was afraid of speaking in public when she was young.
Whoa, so even famous people feel nervous about speaking?
Yep. But they practiced, improved, and became confident speakers.
So if they can do it, you can do it too.
So let's recap. If you want to overcome your fear of speaking English, accept that mistakes are part of learning. Speak every day, even for just 1 minute. Use survival phrases to feel more prepared. Join a speaking group or practice with a friend. Focus on communication, not perfection.
And most importantly, have fun.
Learning English should be an adventure, not a punishment.
Here's a quote to leave you with. The more you talk, the more you learn.
So go out there and start talking.
And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share with a friend who needs a confidence boost.
See you next time.
Keep speaking, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye.